Approximately 1 week ago, dear friends, this happened. Is that so? Were we seeing the beginnings of XRP's return to the what? Got back to the fun part, huh? As you descend, take a moment to observe this. Listen up, fellas. Reasons why a grayscale XRP ETF is most likely. I was wondering if you knew when an ETF or XRP would have an additional cost. Rather of digging through the grayscale large cap fund ETF that presently owns XRP, you can see all the information you need right here. The appropriate grayscale is buying XRP. Are you kidding me? They're incredibly wealthy, is that so? It would appear that the ETF people are sitting on a mountain of cash and are ready to use it as soon as we mention it. We assure you that this is significant. Why? Remember that the Bitcoin ETF is supposed to launch soon, isn't it? There will soon be a deluge of institutional backing. In what position is XRP now? Is it going to lag behind the gods? Actually, XRP will be ahead of the curve when it comes to Bitcoin. I don't understand why. Why? Reason being, after Bitcoin and Ethereum, XRP may join the ranks of cryptocurrency exchange-traded funds, ETFs. 3 exchange-traded funds, ETFs, have purchased XRP from the public, locking it up. This is in contrast to the previous 1-to-1 ratio for the selling of derivative shares to the majority. Instead of buying XRP outright, most institutional and government investors will put their money into these exchange-traded funds, ETFs. Whether it's a few decades or an eternity handed down through the generations, these investors have the long view. When these organizations recognize XRP for what it truly is, they will handle it similarly to Bitcoin or Ethereum. Why? How in the world? After selling it, they will give it to their children and grandchildren. Those that experience the "oh wow, nobody's talking about this guy" effect tend to live off the interest of an asset for quite a while before selling it, as may be shown in subsequent events. Institutions are plainly visible from the stock market, aren't they? Looks like you're making a U-turn from stocks to cryptocurrencies, huh? Please, I implore you. Unless, of course, the stock market has a total meltdown. Every single penny will be spent in the cryptocurrency exchanges. Keep in mind that Gregory Mannarino, who I have my reservations about, but who I think may have been a Freemason, was either involved in this or had no matter how many times money implodes or collapses, he basically said that it just does not die. After that, you ought just simply perish. No, it does move if it changes sorts of industries and marketplaces as it moves from one location to another. Almost imperceptible. Is that so? Money is being moved about. His thinking shifts to the possibility that prices would skyrocket during the catastrophe, but that's just a theory in this area. So, XRP could take this turn, and an XRP ETF could materialize at any time you choose, right? There is no need to regulate exchange-traded funds, ETFs, because they are securities in and of themselves. What's more, an ETF can hold any asset as long as its custodian is regulated, like Coinbase. You can buy Ethereum on Coinbase. It is astounding. Listen, guys, this is the genuine deal. Next up is January 24th. The utility run and blockchain legislation have led to the maturing of digital assets, which, according to Goldman Sachs, will cause the Bitcoin market to explode this year. This will have far-reaching consequences, claims Ripple. A use case will be found in 24 hours now that we're talking about tokenization and rules, and all that. According to Goldman Sachs, traditional financial institutions are expected to pour into the cryptocurrency market within the next day, sending values soaring. It is my sincere intention to break my current record before the economic downturn begins. And their words are as follows. Many inefficiencies remain in collateral mobility systems that are many decades old, as you will see when you study them. People will start to see the faults with the current situation when they start to adopt new technologies. Oh my goodness. Here, everyone is speculating. Listen up, everyone. In the days leading up to the Bitcoin ETF's approval, the markets and market makers have been working tirelessly to ensure that the cryptocurrency market is well prepared to receive the flood of investment cash. They have been planning for months. Oh my goodness, that is completely unacceptable. Is that so? All systems are go. There are parallels to the tale of the hare and the turtle, don't you think? When he stops attempting to run as quickly as he can, who will come out on top, the hare or the turtle? The Bitcoin sector is poised for a flood of investment cash if the skeptical SEC authorizes Bitcoin ETFs from a dozen or more businesses, as predicted. Soon, the market will entice everyone, regardless of crypto expertise, and cryptocurrencies will be available to everyone, thanks to the widespread availability of Bitcoin. Why? Surely the new financial system they are meant to create must be simpler than the stock market, as we all know that there are other complicated systems in existence. I'm clueless. Their readiness, though, is apparent. I'm all set. When it comes to you, I'm not sure. However, everything are about to go off the rails soon. And right away. The fact that XRP is reversing its relationship to Bitcoin suggests that its value is about to explode, thus we're keeping our support here. What follows is an explanation of XRP triggers. You can see the trend lines and right triangles as far back as 2018. It will be absolutely mind-blowing when something goes boom. The fact that it's scheduled for 3 months out from now gives hope that things will improve soon. With XRP, we're going to shock everyone. Before we may soar, we must first escape from many triangles. Grace is also making a comeback. This is merely a positive indicator and not a piece of financial advice. The video ends with that. All of you, I hope, had a great time. Please subscribe to my channel and give it a like if you did. Catch you later, farewell. They keep putting off the interview, and she can interview him as he will share it with everyone at work. Marino strives for oblivion by persistently targeting the XRP community. This man is, like, really out of control right now. If Kappa is new to you, it's Kappa. Regarding the ETF news, he keeps up with the story's reversal, surrender, and primary goal, 12,000, and notices that everyone is against them. His chart is this. Might he have a point? The verdict will be announced at a later date. Indicators point to a peak around 4050 and a subsequent decline to 12,000 on the chart. Could Bitcoin potentially reach $12,000 in the future? Not once in Bitcoin's history has a half resulted in a new all-time high. As soon as Bitcoin's current bull run stops and the price dips below $12,000, I expect this to occur. The most recent numbers, however, indicate that August is 485,000 over average. In my view, this strategy will fail. Even though I have my doubts, we can still go ahead and enter grad. XRP's 40X is up for debate. In his mind, it's easy. Despite the SEC case, XRP experienced a 20-fold rise during his last visit. The statute is very obvious now. The prospect of a 40 or 50x looks incredibly encouraging, as he correctly points out. When this occurred previously, we still experienced a 20-fold increase, even though the SEC dropped its action against XRP investors. Attracting institutional investors is now possible in the US since the legislation is very clear. As a result, 40x is reasonable. Using a 40x on and the 28-cent bottom price, we get at $11 for XRP. We spoke about a $14 XRP price in case we want to talk about a 50x increase. Contrast this with the previous cycle, when XRP was worth 58x its value, and even if it were to reach a 21x multiplier, it would only be $16 per RP. We are still aiming for an XRP price of 5.88%. When compared to Bitcoin's 21x, everything is great since I established targets. My lowest is $2.80, which is the middle ground. Everything falls into place when I consider those $6 XRP, and then I consider those $24 XRP. Hey there, everyone! This is totally doable and plausible. Through 2030, 4050, and 7050, Cryptus has completed 100 X's. It appears reasonable that the world would accept a currency that has real-world uses, that the US and other big economies would clarify their regulations, and that trust in international money transfers would be restored. I fail to perceive any reason why that would be prohibited. I would prefer it if she responded if you ran it 40 times. I place a premium on paying attention to my targets. That concludes it. A total of 3,624, success is within our reach. In due time, we shall achieve our goal. Funny thing is, I'm jumping in precisely when Keith launched his first Tron and XRP, so we're basically back at square one. There will be no let-up in the prominence of those tools and goals. The 51st one costs $1.50. Maintain your adherence to the Washington Hans, treat each other with kindness, and be ready for the unexpected. In the upcoming video, we will talk about the possibility of a $250,000 increase in the price of Bitcoin. There is a current printing of USDT that is quite large. The video ends with that. All of you, I hope, had a great time. Please subscribe to my channel and give it a like if you did. Catch you later, farewell.